Hey guys, how's it going out there? Holy shit, I'm finally going to do it. I guess I just want to talk to you guys real quick. We'll make this first episode just an introduction of what I'm going to bring to the table on this new segment that I still don't have a name for. So if any of you guys have any good names for what this segment's going to be, this new series, if you will, shoot me a message. Leave me a comment on whatever post I make on social media about this stuff, or you can shoot me an email at victorydrivepod@gmail.com, or hit me up through any of the other social networks on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and let me know what you guys think I should call it, because I'm still kind of stumped on if I should even call it anything, whatever, Friday morning wrap-up, fucking bullet points, whatever, I don't know. We'll call it something cool, or we just won't call it anything at all. So, but anyways, what I wanted to get to is I wanted just some visions for this kind of new segment, new series is going to be. Basically, it's going to be one part like investigative type journalism type shit. Not really that much. I'm not an investigative journalist by any means, but I do want to go over some like news sources in the 2A world, some pro 2A talk stuff, whatever legislation is going through through government, whether it's pro 2A or anti 2A or whatever it is, probably going to be mostly anti-right stuff, because, well, we've got a lot of cowards in Washington and they generally suck. So we'll talk about that some whenever that stuff kind of pops up, and we'll probably talk about like different types of cartridges and whatever information there is out there on certain types of cartridges. Maybe some history stuff, whether it's history of a certain firearm, or one thing I really want to do that I'm really looking forward to is highlighting certain shooters, like famous shooters or hunters, and do like little autobiographies written out by me. And so it'll be in my own words, in my own voice, and all that good stuff. So it's going to be fairly unique to my show here, and it's going to be just me talking to you guys right here, right now, kind of just the way it is. And I hope you guys like it. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to kind of dive into certain singular topics. And, as far as time goes, I don't know how long each episode is going to last. If it's going to be, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. I want it to be fairly bite-size and easy to listen to, and something that you guys can listen to on your way to work or whatever short commutes you guys have. And it'll just afford me some freedom to really sit down with my own thoughts and my own things I want to say without talking necessarily to a guest, because I have a lot of guests on that I don't really get the opportunity to dive into certain topics about. Obviously, I have in the past, and I will continue to do that as well. And that side of the show is never going to go away. The conversational guest podcast, ranging anywhere between an hour to 3-4 hours, however long it takes, that's never going to go away. I love doing that. I fucking love talking to people and having conversations with them about, hunting and guns and all that stuff, because that's kind of my vision with this podcast when it first got started. And maybe I should change my mission statement and change it to more of this direction. But my one big focus I have for this podcast is to bring the hunting and 2A communities closer together. Because in my opinion, I've seen certain groups and organizations out there and activists and whatever trying to fracture this alliance that the hunting community and the 2A community have had together for quite some time. And I just want to keep that relationship close together, because we are, as a hunting community and a 2A like gun shooting community, we are inherently together in all this, because for one, we're always under attack. Whether it's anti-hunters out there and anti-hunting groups out there trying to steal our opportunities to get out in these wild places and chase the wild game down that we enjoy to chase down and have a good time doing it. And that long standing American tradition. There's a lot of groups out there, is what I'm trying to get at, that are really kind of biting at the bit in order to get rid of it and get rid of our way of life. And consequently, that's also the same way with the gun community. You guys all know, you watch the news, there are anti-2A groups out there in droves. They can't wait to get at it, and they can't wait for another tragedy to happen so they can jump on it and attack the gun community and try to get our rights taken away from us for the acts of a very, very small minority of psychopaths out there in the world. And I'm not about that. I love our freedom. I love America. And I love doing what we like to do, whether it's hunting, shooting, or any of that. And also, obviously, the Second Amendment's been around since the birth of this country, and very much pro 2A. And I just don't want to see our rights as law-abiding gun owners eroded anymore. It's been eroding for quite some time, and it's really death by a thousand cuts kind of thing. So that's really one of my top goals in this podcast, is to kind of keep that relationship between the two communities together, because we are all stronger together. And this isn't going to turn into some activist fucking podcast by any means, but that is going to be a big part. It's just kind of inherently part of the territory when you're having a podcast about guns and all that stuff, is that you're going to be part activist in a certain sense, because there's just so many people out there, and you guys know them. You guys have seen them. There's just so many people out there that want to kind of take away what we've fought for and fought to keep in this country, and kind of just keep whatever freedoms we have left in this country. Because before you know it, it's one of those things where you keep your head buried in the sand and you just try to keep your head low and do your own thing and be left alone. That is awesome. That's what everyone wants. But, there's going to come a time where if you do that too long, you're going to wake up and turn around, and the country is going to be, it's not going to be recognizable from what it was, before. So just trying to prevent all that shit from happening. I love this country and I love our freedoms. And I honestly believe that America is the best country ever to grace this world, So I really want to keep what we have going here and all that stuff. That's a big, not the reason why I joined the Army, but that is definitely a reason why I joined the Army, is to kind of keep that going. Obviously, the war I fought in, it is what it is. But it's just funny, because when you swear an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, when you say that also includes the Bill of Rights, in my opinion. And the Bill of Rights is very important. And that is another topic I really want to cover, is the birth of the country, the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and all that good shit. So, yeah, I guess I basically just really wanted to get in here, kind of short and sweet, get this going, and let you guys know that I have big plans with this, and I'm very excited for it. And it's going to be hopefully coming at you guys weekly, just like the regular podcast or episodes, So those always drop on Wednesdays at 5 a.m. And this series is going to drop on Fridays at 5 a.m. So try to keep it kind of similar there with the 5 a.m. drops, and this will be on Fridays. So get your weekend kicked off on a hopefully good note, or at least an interesting note, and you guys can listen and kind of go from there. And I'm really working my ass off here to try to get as much content out to you guys as possible. It's hard when you're learning all this stuff still. I haven't been doing this for that long, and I'm really just trying to keep things interesting for you guys listening, and all that good stuff. It's just another token of my appreciation that I'm really trying here, because I wouldn't be doing this as much as I probably would be if it wasn't for you guys listening. I still think I'd be doing this podcast if I had 0 listeners, but it's one of those things. It definitely helps. It definitely makes things a lot easier when I know there's actually some people listening. Not a lot, not a shit ton compared to like WCB and other podcasts out there, but there's enough of you guys out there listening and kind of keeping me going, keep me motivated to do more and give more to you guys. So if there's anything you guys want to hear from me, talk about, or fuck, even if you have a guest that you want to come on, or if you guys want to come on, whoever, whatever, hit me up, let me know what you want and what you want to hear from me, kind of thing. Could try to keep this as open forum as possible, I guess, if you can. But, ideas, topics, news articles, anything you guys got, send them my way. And if I find it cool and interesting, then I'll probably cover it, because that's another thing. It's fucking hard to do something like this on topics that you fucking are not interested in. So I need to find it interesting as well in order to put my, full effort behind it. So there's always that. So there's lots of things that are worth talking about. There's not a lot of things that's worth me talking about, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get this out there and let you guys know that big things coming. Big things coming on Victory Drive here. And I'm very excited for it. And I'm very, very thankful for all of you guys listening, supporting the show, supporting me, and all that good stuff. So thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, even if I, don't express it on every episode or in every post or anything like that. I really do appreciate you guys listening and supporting the show. So thank you guys. Hopefully you're all excited about this just as much as I am. And yeah, so we'll just keep things going. Full steam ahead. 2024. Fucking A. Here we go.